3.5 hours. Was it worth it? Hey everyone, welcome back to Susan's Reviews. If it's your first time at the channel, please consider hitting that red subscribe down below. Today we are talking about The Irishman. And I know I said I was going to put this review out on Friday. I did not have time, and then a snowstorm hit Connecticut yesterday and into today. So yesterday was the perfect time for me to bunker down with a hot cocoa and a blanket and watch this 3.5 hour masterpiece done by Martin Scorsese. Yes, masterpiece. I'm saying it right now. I highly, highly enjoyed this film. This is a highly anticipated reunion of Scorsese, De Niro, and Pesci. Add in a little bit of Al Pacino and a little bit of Harvey Keitel, even some Ray Romano, and you have a fantastic film. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, 3.5 hours, that's a really, really long time. It does not feel like 3.5 hours. The pace, it's weird because the pace of the film is intentionally slow. It's not your typical mob movie like, say, Goodfellas. Everything is fast, 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 doing this, doing that, hit going on over there, hit going on over here. Where with The Irishman, it's very subtle. The pacing is slow, but with intention, because every scene means something. And this is why the entire film is 3.5 hours long. There's really no place to cut a scene because I felt every single scene that I was watching was important to the story. And the story is about Robert De Niro, who plays Frank Sheeran. It's pretty much his life as a veteran, but also mainly as a member of the mob, and his possible involvement with what happened with Jimmy Hoffa, who happened to be one of his friends. And we really are not sure, did this happen in real life? Did this not happen? This is the interpretation, I believe, taken from a book. So this was adapted from that book to this movie. And I have to say, this film is highly entertaining. Robert De Niro gave an incredible performance, one of his best in years that I've seen from him. I love Joe Pesci. When I heard he was coming out of retirement to play a character in a Scorsese film, I said, yes, sign me up. I want to see it right away. He was magnificent. I highly enjoyed his performance because he didn't give the usual over-the-top, exaggerated performance, attention-seeking that Joe Pesci usually does in a mob film. This film was very subtle, very slow. He was the head, and it was spot on, perfect. And the more exaggerated performance was Al Pacino because he was playing Jimmy Hoffa, and he was highly entertaining. I gotta say, thoroughly enjoyed him. Gave me a lot of laughs, surprisingly. I was actually laughing in this mob film slash, terrible story. And it did have humorous moments. And this is the brilliance of Martin Scorsese. He can take you from scared to laughing to suspense all in one movie so seamlessly. And it's just so brilliant. I honestly do not have any negatives except for one small thing. In the movie, Robert De Niro's character has 4 daughters. And there's one daughter who is kind of a focus in the film, and we primarily see her at a younger age. And she has a close attachment to Jimmy Hoffa, but not so much Joe Pesci's character of Russell. And in the older years, they cast Anna Paquin, who is a well-known star, as the older version of Peggy, this daughter that's close to Jimmy Hoffa. However, we don't have any deep scenes with her. We don't have any conversations, really. It's kind of, why is she in this film? Why did they cast a very well-known actress to play this part if you're not going to utilize her? I would say that's the only complaint that I really have. I have to say that The Irishman was just a wonderful experience to have, especially with Joe Pesci, because we don't know if he's going to act ever again. And if this is his final movie, job well done, I have to say. As far as award season goes, this movie is definitely going to be recognized. If it doesn't, that is a crime. Martin Scorsese, definitely. The movie, definitely. Robert De Niro, Pacino, and Pesci in supporting category, absolutely. I thoroughly enjoyed this film, and I highly recommend that you see it on Netflix when you are snowed in this winter, or when you have a boring Saturday afternoon and you have nothing else to do. Please watch The Irishman. You will enjoy it. Thank you very much, guys. Like, comment down below. Tell me what you think of The Irishman and its awards chances. Have a great night, and I'll see you at the movies.